Here buddies, where to fish, and we are in Brampton, Ontario, and we're gonna check out Parr Lake North in Brampton. So you can see that this is like a residential area where you park, and this is the entrance to towards the lake. So we're gonna check out this place for the first time and see what it's like. So just to let you know, if you guys are fishing in Brampton, parking on the streets is a 3-hour limit. So you just have to be sure that there's let's see, yeah, there's a 3-hour limit, so you might get a ticket if you stay longer than that. And I think this is where you walk towards the lake. And oh man, look at that, that's like an army of geese right now, and I'm scared to cross paths with them. So let's just stand here and let them go by. They're like watching me right now, which is like scary. Yeah, I don't want to get attacked by these guys, so let's walk around and avoid any altercation. I don't want to be that person who got jumped by 100 geese. So yeah, it's a nice park here. And then you can see a little bit of the lake right now. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna get through these geese without getting attacked. Oh man. What I'm gonna do is just maybe stand here for a bit and just talk about this place here and what to expect. This is very beautiful. Look at this bench here. I'm just gonna sit down a bit and relax. See that pathway? That's where we're gonna head towards the spot. I did some research on the Google map, and you are allowed to fish here. So the good thing is, if you're not sure if you're allowed to fish a certain body of water, I would say just Google it and it will tell you if you're allowed to fish or not. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure how I can get through these guys. I look at this opening right in the middle. I'm just worried they might start attacking me, but it'll be cool footage, I guess. I can start running towards there and hopefully yeah. But I don't see any baby geese, so I don't know. They might be territorial. And yeah, so we're gonna head here. It's such a nice body of water here. And this pathway is basically, if you look to the left here on the fence, there's a lot of houses that are they have the backyard towards the lake here on the right side. So yeah, we're just gonna walk this path. It is a quiet path, so you guys gotta be careful when you're fishing here alone. So always have like a buddy or something, because you never know. Like, Brampton's unpredictable. There's a lot of crime in Brampton. You see it all over the news. So you know, like, hopefully, like, we don't come across that situation where we would be in a dangerous position. Whoa, something fell down there. That scared me. I think it was an acorn or something. Squirrels will probably attack me. But yeah, like, in all my videos, I like to make it raw, unedited, so you guys get this first experience. And I think in this lake, there might be bass in here. I saw some pictures of people catching bass. I don't know if there's crappie. Definitely there are carp and stuff. And I didn't wear my tick spray, unfortunately, because I was just in the area, and I just thought I'd make a video since I'm here. And yeah, it is a beautiful day. A little bit of light wind, and I think it's good to have like some of these residential behind you, just in case there's something that happens. You can also yell for help and stuff like that. But here's the spot, guys. What a beautiful day. A lot of shore fishing opportunities here. Yeah, there's people on their patio, so it's relatively safe, I would say. I don't know what those flags mean, but maybe you're not allowed to step beside the trees here, so you just gotta watch your step. And then yeah, here's the spot, guys. Very beautiful. No one's here fishing, just a spot over there. The waters look pretty good, I would say. There's not a lot of weed growth, but I'm probably going to stick to this area just for a bit just to cast and see what's out there. So we're going to test out my new fishing rod. Let me go ahead and take that out of my backpack. So yeah, like a lot of people were complaining about how my fishing rods was broken in all the other videos. So I decided to buy this $20 fishing rod from Amazon. I don't know if the price has changed, but if you guys are interested, you guys can take a look in the description. I do have a Amazon affiliate account, so I do get commission if you guys end up buying this rod from there. But damn, this is tangled. Not what I don't want to stall the video too long untangling this, but yeah, this is annoying. But yeah, you can see that it's like a yellow tip. And then I was at Norval fishing the river and testing it out, and it casted pretty far out, which is pretty good. So I'm hoping this will cast out far too here. And there's not much wind, just a light breeze, so we won't be casting too much towards the wind. I'm almost done untangling, guys. And every time I know some people comment, hey, why not use like a different lure or a different setup? And I personally want to show you guys this basic setup because it's like the most basic form for someone who's new to fishing. And honestly, it's like I rather show you guys what it's like to fish as a person who's new to fishing rather than someone who is a pro, because you know, people all have different levels of fishing skills, right? Some are new, some have some experience. Everyone has different tackle and rods, so there's all sorts of different levels, right? So if you want to watch experts fish, by all means. You can watch those people fish from a boat and stuff, but here we are, we're just giving you this raw experience of fishing from shore in such an urban setting. Just look at all these homes here, and yeah, it's all about that raw experience. So I don't know what to expect. I don't know if we're gonna catch anything today, but I just want to give you that real-time experience once you enter a new body of water for the first time. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this bobber stopper and play around with different heights. Like, you never know which depth works, so it's all about troubleshooting. And I think first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast really far out just to test out this rod. And yeah, it casts really far. It's more further than my broken rod for sure. And this is a 6'9" foot fishing rod. So let me just adjust my camera so you can see, guys, my rod better. So this is the rod. It has like a camel design here. And yeah, so far no bites. I'm just gonna reel it in slowly. Okay. Yeah, like I'm terrified of ticks, and I don't want to fish in the brushes or in between it. So yeah, just gotta be careful, right? Have your spray, long sleeves, and I forgot, I gotta take off my polarized glasses because that helps a lot with the seeing through the surface of the water, so you can possibly see if there's any fish close to the shore. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put this on. Okay, so this helps a lot more. I'm gonna just play around with jigging along the shoreline to see if there's any fish. And a good sign is that if there's a lot of like bluegills, smaller fish, then that means there's a lot of food for the bigger fish, right? Bass or pike. So that's the first thing you want to like test out, is seeing, are there a lot of small fish in here, right? And if they're biting and there's abundance of them, then that means, you know, there's opportunity to catch fish, right? So I did see a bobber go down a little bit, and that's pretty interesting here. So there are a little bit tiny bites here. So I'm gonna keep, you know, twitching this. And someone said that the tip of the rod helps a lot with the action of the bait, right? because it could do a lot of work for you, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. So I do see a little bit of shadow of something following it, but nothing biting it at the moment. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and cast it back out. Okay. So I want to just try it closer to the shoreline first before I cast out further. I just want to experiment and see what kind of fish are hanging around the edge of the boulders here. So I'm looking through the water right now, and there's not a lot of vegetation. So I guess if you want to catch like crappie and stuff, you're gonna have to look for vegetation or structure like logs and everything like that. Yeah. And so there's no bites right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my bobber stopper to go higher so I can go deeper, and then maybe I'll cast out further just for you guys. And one of the techniques I like to do when it comes to shore fishing is called the fanning technique. So what you do is you cast over there first and then make your way all the way across, so that way you cover more area of the water, right? And also a good thing is casting your structure and stuff, but I like this spot for now. I just want to test this out, and then we'll just cast along there, and I won't be fishing too long. I just want to show like the first 15 or 30 minutes depending on the type of action we have here, just to give you that real-time experience of your first 30 minutes of fishing in the spot, right? Whether you get any bites or if not. So we did see a little bit of biting there earlier, but no takers. So yeah, and I'm just reeling it in slowly. And yeah, everyone have different ways of fishing. You can use live bait, you can use artificial bait. I personally like using artificial. It just gives me, I don't really like touching worms, and also I prefer, artificial because I can try to mimic the fish action and stuff like that. So the setup I have right now is quite deep, so maybe it is at the bottom. And if you're targeting like crappie, they tend to feed up. So if you don't know that, they feed up. So their eyes are tending to look more up the surface. So you might have to bring your bait up higher. Right now, there's nothing biting, so I'm just gonna reel it in slowly. I feel like I have it too deep. Just by seeing the water right now, it looks like maybe 2 or 3 feet just by the shoreline. So might have to adjust the bobber if I'm trying to scan the area here. So let's keep doing this here. And yeah, I'm so happy with this rod because it just feels a lot better when I cast out, and I have more whiplash. So that means like I can cast it further with that whip, right? And of course, if you have a heavier bait, you can cast further out, right? So I personally like spinning reels rather than bait caster. I don't know what you guys prefer. Let me see if I can adjust my camera a little bit here. Yeah, just I'm more of a spinning guy. And I know a lot of people like to tie a swivel, or like I guess one of those snap swivels where you can switch it out with different artificial baits and stuff. The one thing I don't like about that is that it kind of like ruins the swimming action when you have an extra swivel. I like to tie the line directly to the lure or the hook, just because like it just adds that extra unnecessary action, right? So it doesn't look like I'm getting any bites. So if there's not any more bites around this area, I'm gonna switch it up and cast out further out. So let me go ahead and just cast over here and just do that fanning effect and see if there's anything that would follow it or nibble on it. So and another thing I read in my comments from other videos is like, why are you why are you tying a jig on a float, right? And the jig I have is a really tiny hook jig, right? So it's like you can still have the lure swim with the tiny jig head, and if you just let it sit out there, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to float, right? But if you were to just reel it in slowly, it'll still have the swimming action, and the fish can still like bite it. And I've caught fish like that in my other videos. So I know like people might think, hey, you're doing it wrong, but everyone has their own techniques, right? And I'm just showing you guys my technique. Okay, so far nothing's biting, and it could definitely be the setup that I have right now. And once I'm done with this, I'm gonna switch it to just a jig only, right? And then just cast out and then just freestyle, reel it in slowly. Because right now it's just sitting on the float and it's only moving a little bit. Whereas if I were to tie it directly to a jig head, it'll just swim and I can dart it left and right, really fast or really slow, or glide it, right? So, yeah, you have more freedom to play around with the lure, and it's like an art, right? Oh, I got a fish, guys. First fish. Oh no, it came off. So yeah, I was hooked on, but then it came off. But there's fish around here, so that's a good sign. I don't know what kind of fish it was. Maybe it was probably a bluegill or a pumpkin seed, most likely. But that was a good sign of the action, right? And I don't know how much time we're in. I think we're 16 minutes into the video, and then yeah, we just got that bite in that spot. So I'm gonna see if I can try to get that fish again in this spot. If not, I'll switch it up to a jig, because it's going down. Bobber's going down. Wait. Okay, it let go. So I'm gonna just twitch it a little bit, just to entice the fish to react and then try going after it. So yeah, it looks like it just nibbled on it and then it just let go. So it could be the weight of the bobber it felt, or it just didn't want to fully commit to biting the whole thing, just nibbling on the tail or just pulling on it. So yeah, nothing right there. Just gonna reel it in a little bit more. But this is such a nice body of water, and I feel like this spot is not heavily pressured when it comes to fishing, because like you don't see anyone else fishing here except for me, right? So that's a good sign that not a lot of people are taking fish from the water here. And it does, I like to practice catch and release, and everyone's different. Some people prefer to catch and eat, but yeah, like for me, I just practice catch and release, because I do want to see the fish grow bigger and potentially catch it next time, or maybe someone else will catch it. So right now nothing is biting, and I don't want to spend too much time trying to use this setup. I'm going to go ahead and then switch to the jig for you guys, so you guys can see, and then I'm going to just cast along the shoreline. And I'm not going to make a video of me going all the way around trying that spot. I'm just going to stick to this spot right now, because it's a nice shade here. It's perfect for kids and stuff like that. To sit down with a chair just to relax. Okay, so let me just quickly. Okay, I want to do one more cast, just one more. Okay, let's see if there's anything over there. Like I had that little nibble and I hooked it, but it didn't stay, right? It fell off the hook. Oh, something's biting it. Okay, something is definitely there. And then now that I have this longer rod, I can like hook set it easier than that shorter rod. Because last time I would have to like lift the entire rod up. Just this one I can just like just pull a little bit and it might hook set better. So yeah, nothing is biting. Let me just reel it towards me and see if anything would follow it. Yeah, my whole like YouTube channel is all about showing you guys where to fish rather than me catching fish, because a lot of people can fish for 7 hours and then they can edit their videos to show that they caught fish and stuff like that, right? But I want to show you guys the real raw experience of what it's like to fish a new body of water for the first 30 minutes. And we are hitting the 20-minute mark. So this is almost like a fishing challenge, right? You enter a new body and trying to see if you catch fish within the first half an hour, right? And I think that's a good challenge for me as a fisherman. because it would force me to, you know, like try different things and troubleshoot to see if I can catch fish. I like the fact that something was biting there, so I want to like try one more time. I know I said that was my last cast, but let's go ahead and try one more time. Okay, I honestly don't want to be skunked here, but I just want you guys to see that this is a good spot, and I'm pretty sure you guys might have better luck than me, especially if you're different, depending on your skill level, right? Some people's gonna throw spinner baits, some people's gonna throw sankos, someone's gonna do top water frogs, or even like you know, jig baits and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure you guys will have better luck than me, because right now I'm just like fishing under pressure time of like 30 minutes. And like I said, if I don't catch anything, it's not a big deal. But I do want to see if the fish are more aggressive and they would rather chase the bait rather than just nibble at it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take apart my my setup here. Okay, so I'm just going to take out my scissors. It's also good to have like an organized like fishing setup here. So look how easy it is to find the scissors here. And then I'm just gonna snip this here. Okay, so I can reuse this later. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it into my bag after, but for now I'm just gonna put it down, and then I'm gonna take out my jig head here. So the jig I'm using today is this minnow here. I'm gonna use a full-size minnow instead of a tail. So it's like a pro white one here. And then I'm gonna use a jig head. So the size jig head I'm using today will be a, let's see here, it's a 1/16 ounce. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, 1/16 ounce jig head. So I'm gonna take one out, and I'm gonna try to tie this really quickly so you guys don't get bored in between my my setup here. So I'm gonna put this back here. And then, yeah, it's getting a little bit windy now. Okay, let me just grab my line here. Okay, let's quickly tie this jig head, and then we'll be on our way. And hopefully the video won't be too long for you guys. Yeah, so I personally think that Brampton is like a really good city to fish with a lot of different opportunities. You got Heart Lake, which I haven't made a video yet, Professor Lake, and then you got Parr Lake here, right? So you're not gonna find too many body of water in other areas like Mississauga or Markham. And Milton has like a lot of good opportunities too. So, but so far, if you're talking about like urban settings, I would say Brampton would probably be personally, I think would be the best spot for fishing for urban opportunities. Toronto, they have High Park, which I used to go a lot fishing back in the days. Okay, let me try to open this one here. I'm gonna have to cut this open here. Yeah, back in the days, I would go to Grandeur Pond at Hyde Park. A lot of great fishing opportunity there. A lot of bass, pike, crappie. I miss those days when I used to go there, but I'm not in that area anymore. So I'm gonna just quickly put this on the jig head. Okay, so I tied the jig head, put everything back quickly so I can be on my way in case I do need to leave on short notice. But yeah, so far I would say I feel relatively safe in this area, just because there's like so many homeless facing towards the lake, and all you have to do is like scream and shout if there's anything happening. And I hope no one ever experiences that. So let's go ahead. So I have my setup here, and we are 24 minutes into the video, and let's go ahead and cast out. I'm gonna do the same effect of like casting it far out there, and then just let it like swim across, because bass are gonna love like to ambush those type of jigs and stuff like that. So I don't see anything following it, so let me go ahead and cast over here and just like, you know, just twitch the rods and stuff. So maybe I'll have better sensitivity on like the bite with this new rod. And I like how there's like a yellow tip there, so it helps you see the bend of it much better against the sky, right? So, because when you have a black rod, it might be hard to see the tip of it. And personally for me, when it comes to fishing rods, I love fishing with ultralight, just because it's just more sensitive and you can feel everything when you reel in the lure. And yeah, a lot of people, it all depends on the fish you're targeting, right? Like I said, I'm into crappie and bass. If I want pike, I'll probably want a more heavy setup. And this rod is considered light, but it's not like ultra light. Okay, so nothing is biting. I'm gonna just walk towards here. And I said this in my other video where like when people fish from a boat, they always cast towards the bank, and then people fishing from the bank always cast further out. So I just find that really funny. And obviously the advantage of having a boat is that, you know, you can cover more of the bank area where people like us won't have access to, especially along those weed lines. And that's the advantage of having a boat. And you can like approach the bank with stealth. So right now nothing is biting, and I do like the action of my bait swimming in the water. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast out over there. When I was at Norton Place Lake in another spot in Brampton, what I was doing is I was just like, you know, reeling it in and just jigging it until I felt something bite it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going by feel versus sight, right? Whereas sight would be like using a bobber, and then that would be a good indicator that the fish is on. But once you switch it to something a little bit more advanced, like jigging, like what I'm doing right now, you have to depend on the feel of the line. And if there's a fish on it, you will know there's a fish on it. Like there's no doubt about it. Like you can tell the difference between a snag and then a bite, because yeah, like that. You'll feel it depending on your rod. If you have a heavier rod, you might not feel it as much as a ultralight rod or a light rod. So, like I see little fishes here, but nothing big. So let's keep casting. And I don't want to go too much closer to the bush area in case there's like ticks and stuff like that. But that area looks pretty interesting in front of me here. I think there's like one spot over there, another spot over there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about like 6 spots that you can fish. So there's so much room for everyone, right? And this area here, you can fish with a lot of people. So if you have a group of friends that you want to fish with, this would probably be a good spot to come and all hang out. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to like have a barbecue or open fire or anything. So please don't do that. Just follow the park rules. Yeah, we just want to make sure everything is nice and clean. This place is really nice and well kept. There's a garbage can over there. Yeah, this is a really nice clean lake, and I think people who live around here take care of it, and they want to make sure that, you know, your community is safe and clean, right? And yeah, you just gotta respect nature, guys. Like don't make a mess. Don't leave garbage behind. Take your fishing line with you. Don't leave it on the ground. And if you see fishing line, try to pick it up and throw in the garbage. Like try to do your part. Like it's such a beautiful thing to do. It's just being out by the water. It's so relaxing. You're out in nature. You're one with nature, right? It's very peaceful. And honestly, this is so relaxing. I just love it so much. Like I miss this so much, where like it's like, I don't want to say like it's like meditating or anything, but you're also practicing mindfulness, right? So you're just focused on the water, you hear the sounds and stuff. You're not thinking about everything that's going on in your life, right? You're zoned out, right? And that's exactly how I feel right now. So I hope you guys experience the same feeling too, and have that love for fishing. Even if you don't catch fish, you're still out in nature, right? It's just beautiful. Catching a fish is like a bonus. So, and I'm not upset if I don't catch anything. I'm just glad that I'm able to help all you guys find potential fishing areas, especially if you want to bring your kids to fish and stuff like that, away from the busy city. And if you don't have like, if you don't want to travel far, like an hour or two away from the GTA, you still have like urban fishing opportunities, right? So, yeah. Because like I said, like if you're new to fishing and you go to somewhere out north and stuff, you're gonna have the same experience anywhere else, because it depends on your level of skill that will help you catch fish. And if you're skilled, you'll catch fish for sure, right? Anywhere you go, because you're just more, what do you call it again? You just understand how fish think and where they are and what kind of bait they'll go after, right? So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep casting over here. Just gonna make sure I don't stay too close to the brush area. And I'm just looking through the water and I don't see any big fish swimming by. When I was in Milton, I saw like a lot of bass swimming by. So it's just beautiful. Okay, I see something following it, but it was probably a bluegill. I'm gonna cast over here. And yeah, hopefully my videos are not too long, they're not too boring. I just feel like, like the way I talk. Oh, I think I caught a fish, guys. Is this a fish or am I snagged? Oh, I think it was a snag. Oh, that scared me for a second, guys. Let's take a look. So it looks like it was in weeds, but honestly, I thought that was a fish for a second. Oh my gosh, sorry to scare you guys. Yeah, like in my videos, like I just want to talk as if like, you guys were here with me, right? Like if we're just hanging out, fishing together, this is how I would be like. I would just be talking to you guys, right? It's like, if you need like, a companion or someone to talk to, or just hang out. Some people prefer to fish alone, right? And some people like to fish with others. So I just want to make it as friendly and a good experience, right? Just everything's unscripted. Everything is just natural and unedited and raw. So, yeah, I know there's a lot of channels out there that are there for entertainment. I'm more here for information, just giving you opportunities of where to fish, collect information. Yeah, I'm not here to entertain people. I'm not here to show you that I'm catching a big fish. I'm just showing you guys all the potential fishing opportunities that you guys have close to home, right? So, okay, so nothing here. And I think I would just do like a few more casts. Let's see what time it is. I'm looking at my phone. We're 33 minutes in, and I'm gonna end it after 2 more casts. So I think I got snagged there. Okay, let me just cast over here. And yeah, if you have like a bike or something, good place to take a bike, just ride around the lake. And I forgot to mention, there's also another lake to the south. This is called Parr Lake North. And there's a Parr Lake South right across the road, across those houses over there. And I think that's another fishing spot, but I think the most popular ones are here just because there's a lot of accessibility for bank fishing, like where we are right now. Oh, I saw a rock bass there and it was going after my bait. Okay, let me see if I can catch this guy so I don't get skunked. If not, then we'll just head out. Okay, so I'm just twitching it. It's looking at it, and it's not committing. I can't tell if that's a rock bass or if it's a crappie. It's hard to tell because they almost look alike in the water, like the shape of their fins and everything. Okay, it's just hanging out there, not interested. Okay. And if we head back towards there's not really any fishing spots unless you go through the bushes, and I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, so we are close to the 35-minute mark or something like that, and no luck. But yep, that's it. I just wanted to show you guys, the shore fishing opportunity. Beautiful day, and it's honestly really addicting. Like, I want to stay longer, but I really can't. So I'm gonna end this video for you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching and all the support. I hope you guys continue to do what you're doing, commenting, engaging in the comments. It's good information, because when people come across the videos, they can read the comments, and it helps everyone a lot, right? So yeah, it's like, it's like we're all working together, we're all like sharing information. And obviously we don't want to like share any honey holes and stuff like that, because there are bad people out there who abuse fishing, and they would come to your spot and then just take all your fish. And unfortunately, that's just the reality of like sharing different fishing spots. But as you can see, it's like I'm not catching any fish, right? So it's not like I'm catching one fish after the other, and then and then there's some people who claim, oh, this guy's spot burning and stuff, right? It's not really spot burning if you're not catching anything, right? So it's just giving people the chance to fish rather than just like catching fish nonstop. Okay, so I just want to make that clear to people. And yeah, like, everyone has their own opinion, and yeah, sure, maybe my videos are not helping some people or the community, or maybe it is, right? So I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing, and that is just to record that experience of a new fishing spot, and let you guys decide for yourself if you guys want to fish here. So I am done with my video, and I'm going to end it here. Thanks again for watching, guys.